Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Raphael Varane wants Man United to move fast. He returned to Real Madrid training today. An agreement between Manchester United and Real Madrid for Raphael Varane is just hours away. Manchester United are preparing a €50 million bid. Raphael Varane has told Real Madrid that he wants to join Manchester United this summer. Varane has definitely decided to leave Real Madrid. Fabrizio Romano said that Raphael Varane has confirmed to Man United that he will accept their contract bid. He says Raphael Varane has told Real Madrid his intention to go to the Premier League, but still respects Real Madrid. Raphael Varane will be a Manchester United player in the coming days, so it's looking very imminent. He's going to be our third signing of this summer transfer window. Varane has agreed personal terms with Man United and is set to sign a 5-year contract which will keep him at the club until 2026. Sky Sports did say the other week that we'd been given permission to approach Varane over the personal terms. Varane said he wants to be able to finish his holiday and then change clubs. We received a massive boost in our pursuit of Raphael Varane because it says Real Madrid's wages are forced to be slashed by 150 million. Not so long ago, Raphael Varane and his family were allegedly house hunting in Manchester, so reflecting on that fueled speculation. Did say as well not so long ago that Varane's move to Man United could have been delayed, because he said Varane would have been happy to wait another year for a switch to Man United. Real Madrid offered Varane a renewal contract offer, but he rejected it. Varane's current contract at Real Madrid expires next year. Raphael Varane endured 10 years or so at Real Madrid, so he was a long-serving player. He made 360 appearances in all competitions and won a lot of trophies, so reflecting on that, he's got a good pedigree as a player. Real Madrid got Varane from Lens back in 2011. We went in for him back in 2011 under the Sir Alex Ferguson era, and Woodward was prepared to sanction a £100 million move for him back in 2018. Varane is regarded as one of the best centre-halves in the world, but some people reckon he's not as good as John Stones. But I am convinced that Varane will fit in our team perfectly. He'll exceed expectations in the Premier League, and he will replicate at Man United what he did in the years he was with Real Madrid. And what I said about partnership, that is, Harry Maguire and Raphael Varane, because they'll complement each other very well. A swap deal was discussed. It says we was willing to offer Paul Pogba or Donny van der Beek as part of the Varane deal. By the way, Real Madrid lost Sergio Ramos not so long ago. He joined PSG on a free transfer. Now, could Kieran Trippier be our next signing after Raphael Varane? Well, Neil Custis from The Sun did say, was it last week, that Man United will announce a double deal for Varane and Kieran Trippier. He said the announcement is expected towards the end of this week. He said Varane for 50 million and Kieran Trippier for 18 million. Now, the Spanish outlet AS did say that Atletico Madrid aren't prepared to sell Kieran Trippier to Manchester United. It's recently said that Man United were close to signing Kieran Trippier for £18 million, but Atletico Madrid were demanding £26 million. We've already had 2 offers rejected for Trippier. Kieran Trippier has been in talks over buying Raheem Sterling's £3 million mansion. It would be beneficial if we could get Trippier in, because he is a right back, and obviously it would provide competition for Wan-Bissaka, because Wan-Bissaka is the only recognised senior right back at Man United at the moment. He's highly experienced, and it's also beneficial because he's Premier League proven. He hasn't done so bad though at Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid paid £20 million for him from Tottenham back in 2019. His current contract at Atletico Madrid expires next year. We was in for Trippier in January, but we cooled our interest because Kieran Trippier got banned by FIFA for 8 weeks for breaching betting rules. If Kieran Trippier isn't our next signing after Varane, it could be Saul Niguez from Atletico Madrid. Mundo Deportivo have said that Man United have been in advanced negotiations with Saul Niguez's agent, and it mentioned that Man United are the front runners to sign Niguez. So Man United are ahead of Liverpool in the race. Niguez wants a move to the Premier League. He said that Man United and Liverpool are set to rival Barcelona in the battle to sign Saul Niguez. I think Atletico Madrid are willing to sell him for around £43 million. Niguez has a release clause of around £129 million. His current contract at Atletico Madrid expires in 2026 because back in 2017, Saul Niguez signed a 9-year contract. He's made like 227 appearances in La Liga. He's been at Atletico Madrid for 13 years, so he's been a long-serving player. Obviously came up their academy. He can be deployed as a central midfielder or a defensive midfielder. And Manchester United are still in for Eduardo Camavinga from Rennes. Solskjaer's made it clear that he wants to make around 4 signings in this summer transfer window, and he did identify the areas in the squad where he wants to strengthen up. I think we're enjoying a good summer transfer window because we've made 2 signings so far. We brought Tom Eaton in on a free transfer from Aston Villa. he recently did well in his debut for the club in that pre-season friendly against Derby. Tom Heaton made 2 or 3 excellent saves. And obviously we brought Jadon Sancho in from Borussia Dortmund. Fabrizio Romano did say yesterday that the paperwork has been sorted between Man United and Borussia Dortmund for Sancho. And Romano also said that Sancho will receive a special bonus in his Man United contract if we win the Premier League or the Champions League. Last week Sancho completed his medical with Man United, and obviously we're on the verge of signing Raphael Varane from Real Madrid. But it's good, that Solskjaer is getting the players he wants to recommend in. It's about time he got the backing he deserves, because he wasn't backed enough for such a long time. Our board did say that they'll back Solskjaer with a new 3-year contract and summer signings, and before the summer transfer window opened, Solskjaer had been given a 150 million transfer budget to buy around 4 or 5 new players. But next season is going to be massive for Solskjaer, and he is aware of that. I'd say next season Solskjaer's decision making has got to improve, because in a lot of the games so far he's managed at Man United he has been tactically naive. And I think next season Solskjaer has to win a trophy, because if he wins a trophy next season, that will be an achievement. He's not yet won a trophy as Man United manager, and we haven't won a trophy since 2017, which is nowhere near good enough to our standards. The perception's not changed on Solskjaer. I still don't think he's a long-term manager for Man United, and I think a lot of United fans will agree with me on that aspect, but I do believe Solskjaer needs more time. Deserves at least one more season. These United fans that are Ollie in, there's also United fans that are Ollie out. Next season will be his 3rd full season as Man United manager, because at the moment he's endured 2 full seasons. I've criticised Solskjaer a lot during his managerial tenure at Man United, but obviously I've had my reasons behind it. But despite that anyway, I still think he's our best manager since Ferguson, because in certain aspects he has brought consistency back. Solskjaer has been in charge of Manchester United for, 31 months now, something like that. So that's over 2 years. In a way, I'm surprised he's still Manchester United manager, because we've endured very bad periods under him where he's been very close to being sacked. And obviously we lost the Europa League final to Villarreal last season. With Solskjaer being a club legend, though, that's what's basically saved his job. Disregarding being a club legend, I can almost assure he would have been sacked by now. Like I said to you, I do have my concerns about Ole, but you've got to give him credit as well. I like the way Solskjaer develops the youth. Solskjaer has more or less given everybody their chances to express themselves, including the young players. I think he has made good signings as Manchester United manager. Must have brought a good, 15, 16 players in now, something like that. He has spent over £300 million. Now, in the summer of 2019, Ollie brought Daniel James and Wan-Bissaka and Harry Maguire in. In January 2020, he brought Bruno Fernandes in and Odi Nagalo in on loan. We let Igalo go in January this year. In the summer of 2020, he brought Donny van de Beek in, Edison Cavani, Alex Telles, Amad Diallo Traore and Facundo Palestri. We loaned Palestri out back in January, but now Palestri's obviously back with us. Don't forget Palestri scored in the pre-season friendly against Derby. What a good game they had. It was a superb goal as well he scored. Last summer we got 4 of those players on deadline day. And in this summer transfer window so far, he's brought Tom Heaton in and Jadon Sancho, and we're obviously on the verge of getting Raphael Varane. Like I said, he's brought quite a few academy players in. Ollie's got rid of a lot of the deadwood since he's come in, and he knew he had to do that. We recently let Tahith Chong go out on loan to Birmingham. Surprisingly, Tahith Chong played in that pre-season friendly against Derby. Got his name on the score sheet. His goal was a bit fortuitous. Not so long ago, we released 8 players. 6 of them were academy players, but I can't remember the names of all of them. I know we released Sergio Romero and we released Joe Pereira. Back in the January transfer window, obviously we let Igalo go, like I mentioned. We did loan Tiedemann Mengi out. We did loan Jesse Lingard out as well. He had a 4-month loan spell with West Ham, and he made a fantastic impact whilst he was on loan with West Ham. It looks like now that Lingard's going to be staying at Manchester United. Solskjaer did say that Lingard is part of Man United plans for the new season. Obviously, West Ham have been keen on getting him, like Sky Sports mentioned, but West Ham are struggling to meet his asking price. I think we want around £30 million. At one point, Lingard told Solskjaer in a meeting that he wants to stay at Man United and demanded regular game time. It says Man United were preparing to offer Jesse Lingard a new 3-year contract worth £130,000 a week. Lingard's current contract at Man United expires next year. Like I said, we loaned Palestri out in January. We let Marcus Rojo go, and we let Timothy Fosu-Mensah go. And in the other transfer windows, Ollie's injured. He's let a lot of other players go as well. Don't forget, we did loan Diego Dalot out. We did loan Andres Pereira out. One point we loaned Dylan Levitt out. We also loaned James Garner out. Obviously we let Ashley Young leave, let Valencia go, let Smalling go, let Darmian go. We let Herrera go, let Fellaini go, let Angel Gomez go, let Sanchez go, and we also let Lukaku go. So yeah, there a lot of the players we've let go under Oll. I don't know if I've mentioned them all. In Ollie's first full season at Man United, he got us to 3 semi-finals and got us a 3rd place finish, so you can say he enjoyed a good season that season. Ollie did well in a lot of aspects in his second full season. He got us to 3 semi-finals. Didn't he? Oh no, he didn't. Sorry, he got us to the EFL Cup semi-final, the FA Cup quarter-final, the Europa League final, and last season he got us a 2nd place finish. And last season went the entire season without losing away from home in the Premier League, and that was a record. And Solskjaer knew when he'd taken over at Man United it was going to be a massive job, despite him knowing the club through thick and thin. and you knew he had a lot to do when he came in. But in general, I think Solskjaer's done a good job to say the current squad he was left with when he got appointed in as Man United manager, because he was inheriting a lot of deadwood. So they are, a lot of the positives. We did appoint Ollie in December 2018 to replace Mourinho. He's been permanent Man United manager since March 2019. The reason we're giving the job permanently back in March 2019 was reflecting how well he did as the interim manager. When we have been inconsistent, no, not all of the blame has stemmed from Ollie. Obviously, certain players have had to take responsibility. Obviously, Ollie's been accountable for certain things. I hate the way the football club has been run for a long time. Like I said, the Glazers, they've been one of the biggest issues at Man United for a long time. Because the Glazers have put us in so much debt. The Glazers have been at Man United for 16 years. They bought the club for 500 million back in 2005. A lot of United fans have been demanding the Glazers out. There was a lot of United fans protesting against the Glazers at Old Trafford towards the end of last season. Towards the end of last season, though, Solskjaer did reveal that the Glazers apologised because there was planning to scrap the Champions League for that European Super League. And it says the Glazers could be forced to sell Man United, but for only £4 billion. On the 4th of June, which was last month, Joe Glazer attended a fans forum. His first attendance in 15-16 years, and he promised Manchester United supporters that Solskjaer will get the funds that are available. And Woodward, he's been one of the biggest problems at the club for a long time. Obviously, Woodward is leaving Manchester United. Ed Woodward has had a 16-year association with the club. The players I think Man United could offload in this summer transfer window is Brandon Williams. I'm expecting us to loan him out to gain him more experience and to get him a lot more opportunities. Alex Telles could leave because he's been subjected to transfer speculation recently. Jones could leave. We've agreed to let Axel Tuanzebe go, which is the right decision because Tuanzebe seldom plays for us. I think Diego Dalot will be leaving. I also think Andreas Pereira is going to be leaving. Good chance that we're going to offload Donny van der Beek as well. I initially thought Martial, Matic and Pogba were going to be leaving, but it looks like now that trio are staying. And so too David De Gea, it looks like he's staying. At the first I thought there was a chance he could have left, because obviously De Gea has cut his holiday short by 2 weeks to fight for a starting place. So anyway guys, that's everything to update today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.